Alright, so we are here. It is Monday morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we are about to get into this message. So, everyone, welcome. How are you? Come on in. First thing we're going to do is go into Surah Al-Fatiha. Please and thank you. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most in the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful. All praises for Allah, Lord of all worlds, the most compassionate, most merciful, master of the day of judgment. You alone we worship, you alone we ask for help. Guide us along the straight path, the path of those you have blessed, not those you are displeased with or those who are astray. Amen. And we're going to go over here to Psalms 91. Hello, hello. I hope everyone enjoyed their weekend. And this week we did something different. I hope y'all had fun because we were in my backyard and we did almost like some camping. Y'all got to see the stars and things outside. All right, so we're going to do Psalms 91. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rapport. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that strikes in darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you say the Lord is my refuge, and you make the Most High your dwelling, no harm will overtake you, no disaster will come near your tent. For He will command His angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread on the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because He loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for He acknowledges my name. He will call on me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble, and I will deliver him and honor him with long life. I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. Amen. All right, so if you were not here for the weekend, we did a whole little camping trip. Y'all got to stay outside, see the stars, enjoy the rain, and if y'all like that, then we can do it again over the weekend if you like. But depending upon, because I do got other stuff coming up that y'all are gonna be excited about because we're going on a trip. All right, so we gonna be outside, and we gonna be doing that now. Message being, let's see, because the collective needs to hear this. Let's figure out what y'all need to be hearing, okay? Because it's stuff happening. Energy shift, but also timeline. So, it's daylight savings time. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. It made you get up a little bit later. But also what ended up happening was it ended up pushing y'all's sunrise back a little bit because I had left y'all outside to be able to see the sunrise. Hopefully I put y'all in the right area for y'all to be able to see, but not sure if y'all were able to see it or not because it was a little bit dark a little bit later than we anticipated. Anyway, there is a message that is going up also. Don't know if it already went up or not. But it talks about energy, which is something happening, right? We got people, places, and things trying to re-enter, trying to, maybe sabotage or play a little game. Mind you, we don't like them, so we don't want to play with them. But maybe you like them and maybe you want to play with them. I don't know, but I don't. So anyway, long story short, some, low life ass individual decided that they wanted to come in on my comments and discuss his junk with me. First and foremost, I don't care. Secondly, it's always those little peasant ass niggas that be doing that. And the thing is, they want to get a reaction. I don't have a reaction for you because you're a bum. Your mom knows you're a bum. And so that's why y'all do stuff like that, because ain't no grown man coming nowhere and writing no comments talking about his junk early in the morning because we're not interested. Yeah, it's little nigger syndrome. Like, that's it. And if that's the reaction that you wanted, then that's the reaction that you got. But anyway, I be laughing, right? Because you can always tell that it has to be somebody that is mad because I rejected them. Like, I can always tell, because a normal regular person, even a troll, don't do that. Trolls normally just come over and call me all types of, witches and this, that, and the third. So somebody decided to, discuss their junk with me on one episode, and then on the other episode, a nigga tried to, we was outside in the backyard, and he came and he said, another tarot card reader. Mind you, we was outside, right? And quite frankly, even if I am, I'm probably still doing better than you. And mind you, I'll be over here thinking I don't have a whole lot. But at the end of the day going to end. And anytime you come over here trying to be insulting, just remember, you was in my backyard, watching my backyard, talking about the views, okay? So somebody else was asking, did I make you mad? You can't make me mad. I control my emotions. So that's why I laugh, but I am going to come over here and address you because of the fact that, you should know that you're a bum too. Anyway, long story short, to the nigga that said, tarot card reader, another card reader, stay out people's business, because whether or not they're a tarot card reader, whether or not they are on YouTube being a content creator, you still watching, you still gonna be a bum because you're gonna be making dumb comments on somebody else's channel and probably don't have nothing else going on, because if you had something going on, you wouldn't be over there making comments. So at some point in time, y'all people gonna have to really actually learn that you're not doing anything other than showing who you are as a person, because you wasted your time to come over here to leave the comment. And yes, I did wait till today to address you because we needed to make sure you had a whole big platform. I ignored you that day, but Anyway, everybody else, we had a great time. I had a lot of fires going, doing a lot of cleaning. Mind you, that's going to be another thing that we're going to be doing because, springtime, spring cleaning, but also the time change. Remember, I told y'all when they doing stuff, because people will say, oh, it's the beginning. And it is the beginning. It's spring. It's when everything is new. So we're going to get everything nice, cleaned up, spiffied up, and we're going to be in the energy of. So if you watching this channel, y'all gonna be on full time, and I don't know if it's gonna be outside, inside, or just watching whatever I'm doing, because at this point, yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I'm here. And so the other thing is this: if you're watching me and you like watching me, please tap the screen and share the live. I don't think I'm asking really too much, because guess what? The girl has to pay bills. And so, just like everybody else in the world. So help me, help us, help me. And on top of that, helps my content. So, links in the bio, because this message is going to be brought to you by I Don't Teach Tarot. But let me see. Can I put y'all on mute? Because y'all know where this book can be found at. Okay? For everybody else that's going to have an issue with me saying it, links in the bio. For everybody else, go to the, and get you that. Let me see. Because this is like, what we giving out here right now, the spiritual news. Let me tell y'all, because this is exactly how it played out. Because it's a lot of stuff happening, okay? So this like the, what you call them, the announcements. Because a lot happened over the weekend. So this is the announcements. It's, excuse me. It says the soul alignment briefing. All right. The collective needs to hear this. So we giving out, please also don't forget to hit the like button. So go ahead and give me the thumbs up, please, and thank you. And I'm going to give you the message as we go along. But this is the soul alignment briefing. So we're going to give out a couple of gems today. Okay. As I said, you definitely need to hear this. Let me think. What else was I going to tell y'all? Okay, so nature, being out in nature, definitely going to happen, because this is what we doing, all right? Getting it together, getting in alignment. Also, Don't let the right hand know what the left hand is doing. I don't care if it's your friend, your mom, or your cousin, okay? The people that you love so much because, they love you back. But let's be mindful that, people trying to take the steam out of your engine, maybe they don't know they're a hater. Or maybe they know and they don't want to tell you that they're a hater because I already said the people that you love the most are normally the ones that are, interfering with your intuition. And we're going to make sure that we're not allowing that to happen. Why? Because you ask these people questions and you'll say, do I look good today? Meanwhile, you look crazy. And somebody should be saying you look crazy. And then they get mad at you or you get mad at them because you look crazy. So also don't ask no questions that you don't want the truth to, okay? But anyway, back to your intuition. They will tell you that you look fine, and then when you get outside, everybody and their mama be talking about you, okay? Now, we had a little incident that we was discussing, and mind you, this goes back to as far as elementary school, okay? Moms and dads, please teach your children how to wash their ass, all right? Why? Because when they go to school, people are over there telling them that they smell crazy, right? And instead of them receiving it and going back home to their mama and their daddy and saying, y'all need to buy better soap, or we need to, figure out, and people can have what they need to have or don't have what they need to have. But if you're sending them to school, please make sure your children do not smell crazy. And I get it. People may not have, because guess what? Everybody's in a situation to not have. People are doing whatever they need to do. But please, let's make sure we watch out for the children. Like, get a basin, a whole bath, something. But you have to teach them how to take a bath. Don't just be putting your kids in a bathtub saying, wash yourself. That's your responsibility. But also teach them about their private parts, okay? Because this is a no-no. This is a no-no. Like, continue on with that type of stuff, because people being weird out here with y'all children. Now, other thing, because we hear what? It's a soul alignment briefing. The collective needs to hear this. Now, okay, so back to the school thing, because I need to finish that out. Long story short, what ended up happening, somebody told somebody that they smell crazy. Guess what? They wanted to fight instead of taking it home to the parents and saying, and it could have been the way that they said it, maybe, I don't know. But either way, if they know you smell crazy and your kids smelling crazy, you know your kids smelling crazy too. And stop letting your kids go to school smelling crazy, because you can do something about it as a parent. All right, next thing. Please, let's stop victim shaming because you're a hater, okay? And let me tell you why this is. So please share the live. If you're here and you're listening, please share the lives. Thank you, because you're here and you're listening. Let's help the world help themselves. So y'all be so mad and so much of a hater that y'all start victim shaming. And I'm going to tell you who it is. So apparently the Kardashians came up in, evidence and files or whatnot. Allegedly. I don't know, because I ain't see it. But I'm going to tell you what I seen that is telling me this, all right? And mind you, this is how things go over top of their head. And be mindful that if you are a hater, it's okay to be a hater, right? Because, they call 50 Cent a big troll, this, that, and the third. My brother automatically says he's a big hater too. But mind you, spiritual news, and y'all need to know this. So don't think that it has nothing to do with nothing. It has something to do with everything, okay? So apparently they came up in files and whatnot. Somebody, and y'all tell me what y'all think about this, because it gets a little bit deeper, because we have to blame the parents. And this is why I keep saying y'all want to blame the kids, but blame the parents. So somebody went and dug up I guess it might have been a first or second series video, right? And so what ended up happening, it is Kim talking, and she's saying something about some pictures being leaked or something. And then Courtney goes and she's talking to Scott because she wants to let him know that the pictures could be coming out, right? But mind you, also it could be between a different file and a different, JEF, person. All right, anyway, So long story short, I go to the comments because I don't give a damn about none of that. Because once I start seeing ages of these girls, it said that I think Courtney might have been 17, you know, and again, allegedly, this is the thing. Kim might have been 14, but because of what she is now as an adult, and everybody's such a hater, you know, because she's this and she's that. I don't care what she is. She's a person. And at 17, 14, 15, they should not be being filmed or recorded with no clothes on. They're still children. So I don't know what happened because, again, I'm reading the comments and I'm seeing that she's talking and she looked very young. And she said that they got taken at this point. But the comments are so focused on the here and now. Y'all, those are kids. Y'all are talking about kids. You're crossing over what they're doing as an adult into their kids, but what they did as kids or what happened to them as kids could be the reason for whatever they are now. But for some reason, big hating ass adults can't contemplate. Those are children. Y'all are mad at them now, but y'all are victim shaming now. How did anybody gain access to take pictures, photos of them at 17, 14, 15, whatever ages they were? How did somebody gain access? The parents, right? And so as I'm talking to my son, I'm saying, like, these people don't understand. Like, comprehend. Let's make some sense. I get that y'all want to be mad at everything, but let's be real. Let's realize those are children, right? So I'm saying to my son, I said, why is nobody blaming the parents? Because literally all of these things, you can't gain access unless the parents allowed access. Nobody wants to blame the parents for some reason. Now, I said to my son, the mom, that would also explain why. And mind you, I like the mom, but she always gives manager vibes all the time. My son makes no reference that their dad was not there at the time. My son says, you know, the person that turned into a lady, is his name there in them files anywhere? That's what I wanted to know. I said, because maybe he's so unimportant that nobody is paying him no mind. But then, what is that smell? Then, my son points out, he says, the fact that he even did that whole, you know, change, he be attention seeking, right? Mind you, he's been friends with, you know, some of these people that's there, right? So how did the person gain access? It's the same thing that R. Kelly said about the parents. He wouldn't have been allowed to gain access if it wasn't for the parents. Why do y'all people not blame the parents at all, period? Ever. Kids be out here getting all types of stuff happen to them. Nobody ever looks at the parents. What is wrong? Like, what part of y'all not comprehending? Like, y'all be so mad at the fact that a person's life turned this way. But are y'all not realizing that if they were easily accessible as children, this could be the reason why they turned out to be the type of adults that they are? I don't know, but maybe it's just me. Because I don't like nobody dealing or messing with kids, even if the person turns into a full-fledged adult and they showing their body doing whatever they doing, it's because of what happened to them. And y'all, this society is always trying to victim shame all the time. That's strange to me. Anyway, today's energy is about realignment with your true path. Many people in the collective have been feeling a subtle internal shift. Like, what are you? That's what the biggest question for you today, for you to ask yourself as you're sitting down. I know all of us want to think that we're all good people, but sometimes we're not always good people. That's on whether or not you have a thought that could potentially be wrong, like God killed them. That's probably my fatal flaw right there, because in my mind, I'll be thinking if you just running around here doing a whole bunch of nothing, spell casting, bibbity bobbity booing on bitches, kill them. Because clearly, God, they don't want to be here. Anyway, so then another thing that's just circulating in type of life and this, that, and the third. And, you know, I don't really like, again, speaking on people or giving names and things of that nature, because I be trying to mind my business, because every time I say something, somebody's going to try to come and attack me in a way, and then I'm going to say, God, kill them. Get them, please, and thank you, right? Because why do I got to point it out, right? So anyway, there's a video circulating of some lady and some girls that, you know, they like the bibbidi bobbidi boo, you know, they think it's funny to, you know, do stuff, right? And so apparently she went to some lady, she had, you know, blood in her hair, some other this, that, and the third, some weirdness. But mind you, the person that's behind the screen is the issue, because again, she is the one, the person that's sitting there, everybody's the issue, really. The person with the, you know, stuff in their hair. But the person that's behind the screen that said, I need you to do this. Y'all, what the hell is happening in the world today that y'all think that y'all should be going and then y'all recording this shit because y'all think y'all so powerful. But this the thing. It'd be funny when that girl's child dies. But when your whole lineage dies because you a nasty ass bitch, you'll be mad at me for saying it. Not because you did whatever ritual they was doing. And then they sitting there. And then by the time the girl leaves, she looks like, you know, oh, because she done got her hair done and they done did whatever ritual they did on a person unbeknownst to them. But good. Because guess what? As I've been explaining to y'all, I've been looking at, you know, all the books. We got the Bible, we got the Quran, the Kabbalah, all the books, right? You know what I noticed, like even, and I tell y'all all the time, it's a little bit of truth in a lie, right? So when people are talking, I always listen to the thing. Like when it's a conflicting story, this person talking and this person talking, I listen for the similarities. And I also watch all the things that's around, right? So one of the similarities that I have seen and I have witnessed from all the holy books, right? And even if this person lied and they think they better, mind you, ain't that funny? The same ritual that them girls was doing is what them Jews practice, the Torah, in the Torah. It's a blood sacrifice. So mind you, I don't even know if I should be saying this because literally people always be trying shit. But anyway, it's there. So what they would do is they would take and do a blood sacrifice on a chicken, right? They would put their sins into the chicken. All right. And then what they would do is feed it to the poor. And I said, ain't no damn way they didn't realize that was a ritual, because to me, like, you put your sins into a chicken and killed the chicken, did a sacrifice, and then you decided to feed it to the poor. You're not a good person. Your whole group are not good people because, you know, why would you think that? Mind you, same practice that they were doing in hoodoo that them girls just did. Because literally what they said was, and I don't know, because again, but the fact of the matter is I saw the video and a trade for a trade. Until it's not, and you do something to the wrong person, and then it's your whole entire everything. But anyway, the Jewish people, after they decided that now they shouldn't be feeding the chickens, because I read it right here, so if it's a lie, it's them. You can go Google it for yourself. After they stopped doing the chicken rituals because they decided that it could be wrong, then they started doing it to money. This is where, you know, all money ain't good money, because they can also do a ritual, and this is what people do a sacrifice on some money or anything. This is what they do, money, and then they give it to you, and then your life starts going crazy and hectic and everything else. But this is what they do willingly and knowingly, okay? So it's so much stuff that's happening in the world, and again, here we are with the alignment briefing, your soul alignment briefing, because it's a lot, right? It's a lot of stuff that's happening. So now you got to watch out for who you even, you know, get involved with and anything else, but you should already do that. The message anyway previously is fortify your gates, because I gave 2 messages, or apparently 4, 2 messages already today. The first one was fortify your spiritual gate, because they're doing it again. Mind you, it was time manifestation, but it's people doing the same ritual over and over and over and over and over and over and over again for a lifetime, right? It's not working the same way it used to work. Now, and I'm jumping all over the place because it's a lot. It's like I told you, the church newsletter or whatever y'all doing, you know, when I'm giving you the debrief, and this is what happened over the weekend, because this is what happened. Anyway, long story short, somebody else sleeping, and I don't even know why I had to see this with my own two eyes, but I was thoroughly disgusted, and since I can't unsee it, thank God y'all can't see it, all right? But I'm gonna describe it. Anyway, long story short, person sleep, still doing rituals, because we still doing rituals. Don't think that just because I'm changing the subject is people still doing rituals, okay? So she sleep, he sleep. Whoever's recording says, fellas, watch out. But, you know, again, ladies, watch out, because I can almost guarantee you that she got that from a nigga. And vice versa. So everybody watch out. Again, be careful who you connect with at this moment in time. Something is different about the rituals that they were doing before. It's not working the same. So you could potentially be immune to that shit, but also be mindful, don't get caught up in that shit. Anyway, she sleep. They take, and the dude's laying on here on this side, another dude laying on this side. First thing I see. And then she's over here, but she's asleep with her ass out. So the person goes and takes a video. They're taking a video of her, and her whole ass is ate out. That's what it looked like. But it is disgusting because there's stuff on it. I don't know if it maybe I don't know, HPV, da 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 da, whatever the list of is stuff that's growing. But mind you, she sleep, and this is her ass out, and it just don't look kosher or sanitary or anything else. Anyway, the video is him saying, fellas, watch out. So he is doing that, and then he takes a picture of her, zooms in on her face. Mind you, she sleeps, so she might not even know that this shit is on the internet, depending upon when it got seen. And fellas, watch out. So did she get it from herself? Somebody had to have given her that, right? So that means it also take two to tango. Mind you, she didn't look that old. So anyway, sexual rituals being done. Because here we are, it's the beginning of the time, and everything goes hand in hand, but they're doing real weird, wicked things. So this gets talked about because literally another whole entire ritual being done. I said, and I don't know how to say this, but I'm gonna just say it. Y'all people who got degrees and things of that nature, that got them school loans and things of that nature, y'all should figure out how to do a class action lawsuit and sue the government. Why? Because if they're teaching you something and you're supposed to learn something, history or whatever your degree is, you probably didn't get the proper information because of the fact that they were lying about everything anyway. So if we are living in a day and time when everything is a lie, and everything is up and down, upside down, that means it's almost also like that book, because of the fact that it started, they gave you information from this point in time. You paid for whatever it was that you paid for, but I'm sure you didn't pay for them lies. So as we were discussing some stuff, I said, I don't care what's in them books. Remember, I told y'all that. And everybody probably was like, well, you know, that's not the way she should see things, because of the fact that now y'all realizing that everything that was in them books was a lie. So I was actually right when I said I don't give a damn about what's in them books. But again, here we go. We have to see, back to what I said about the books, we have to see the similarities in it, right? And the similarities in all the books say that the wicked are this. They are the wicked people. It just classifies them in that. But the similarity is the same in each one of them on how God gets them. That God eventually gets them, in all of them. God will get them, and it will be this. right? And y'all go look it up for yourselves. In all the books, the similarity is the wicked are doing wicked things, and God does what God does, even after the fact of them people thinking that they can get away with whatever it is they're getting away with. It's still the same. Now, if I don't believe nothing else in any of the books at all, period, I would have to believe that because they all say the same exact thing. It's like when people are lying, or when a situation happens and this person's story is different, this person's story is different, this person's story is different. Every person's story is different. In every book, it's different. This person has this in this book. This person has this in this book. So they're telling a story, or they're, trying to explain to you about energy and things of this nature. But mind you, the one consistency that I see is that you reap what you sow. And you don't have to be a good person. You can be as nasty as you want to be. There's consequences. Or you could be as good as you want to be. There's consequences. And whether or not you like it or not, it's not your timing. Like, you can try to push it off, like, because the wicked nasties, they keep trying to push their timing back. Like, oh, let me see if I can sacrifice this in order to, extend my life, or extend my family's life, or extend my reign over time. But sooner or later, the power runs out. And we're in that moment of time where the power is running out because it's not working the same. Because when they wish for everybody to forget, guess what's not happening? Y'all ain't forgetting. Like, even if you forget for today, tomorrow you back to the same shit. Why are y'all not forgetting like y'all used to just forget? Oh, well, we're boycotting this person today. We forgot. Or we'll just give them a little taste of this. We're poisoning their food because literally the secret covenant says they're poisoning the food, right? I didn't say it. Y'all know. They're putting this in the food, this, that, and the. So not that I'm saying it, because they'll get mad at me because they'll think I'm saying it. I'm not saying it. It's documentation, and the ingredients say this. So it was working for a long period of time. And so I was saying, again, I'm talking to my son, and I love talking to him because, we almost around the same exact age. That's another thing that was coming up, because it's almost like the parents, we had them a little bit young. So now the kids it's the thing. Anyway, so as I'm talking to him, I said, how could they have gotten their foot so embedded into the system? My son, because he's smart, he says, Mom, it's the food. I said, that makes sense, because that's the one thing that's controlled the whole entire time you're on this earth. Because when you're born, they start trying to give you Enfamil, Similac, whatever the hell the baby stuff is. They instantly act like, the people were trying to tell you to breastfeed, but how many of y'all actually did that? How many of the fathers pushed the mothers to breastfeed, and how many of the mothers actually did it? They get mad at you when you're at the hospital. As soon as you come into the hospital, they start doing, I pledge this and that and the third on you. So it's a couple of different things that start to happen, but the food is the one thing that is almost always been under their control that you had to consume. So what in the food could be creating havoc on making you forget? I don't know. Somebody else figured that out, right? But I'm sure if you go and, this is just a theory, so don't go nobody, crazy and this, that, and the third. But maybe Alzheimer's is also tied to that. Anyway, made sense to me. So as we're going, because here we are, many people in the collective have been feeling a subtle internal shift. Like something inside is correcting your direction, your internal compass, your DNA. This is what the soul alignment feels like. Your higher self is pulling you back into a timeline that truly belongs to you. Because this shit can't be real. And ain't no way in heaven or hell that if somebody came and they said, this your spiritual contract. Your spiritual contract is this right here. And so you read the fine print, because, you know, sometimes we don't read the fine print, but this time we're going to read the fine print. And then the fine print says you're going to come along during the time and you're just going to be enslaved to these people in this situation. Free will is not free will. It's all a game and a delusion. These people are going to be running your life, your kids' life, your great-grandkids' life, this, that, and a third. These people are going to be doing... Ain't no way in hell y'all would have signed that. No way. So what's real and what's not? All right, so it says journaling. Journaling is important, right? But when you're journaling along your life, along your pathway, because, you know, I don't teach tarot, but journaling with tarot. Journaling with tarot is a powerful practice that combines self-reflection, creativity, and intuitive exploration. It's a way to deepen your relationship with the cards and gain valuable insight into your life. Whether you're new to tarot or a seasoned reader, keeping a tarot journal can enhance your understanding and connection with the cards. Here's how to get started. It says your live is flagged for misinformation. Repeating violations could result in your live being discontinued. What the hell are y'all talking about? Like, these people just always doing something. I told you, this is the reason why I don't like TikTok. TikTok just is, I'm reading something and this is what you're saying. Now we got to do share your feedback. They get on my nerves. Oh, I guess I didn't say for entertainment purposes only. Okay? So I was supposed to say that before I said that they're feeding you poison and this, that, and the third. Mind you, they're feeding you poison and they're lying. But TikTok don't want me saying that. It's so crazy because, again, this is a situation where the algorithm is trying to censor the truth, because literally it's already been reported. So how am I giving this information, but it's already reported? And on top of that, all we got to do is go over some ingredients lists, and it's not good for you. It's not good for human consumption. I just read to y'all that there was, what was it? Mat, things that are ingredients that are put in a foam mat in food. So this is what I'm saying. There actually are a huge problem because, you know, they want to keep lying. But anyway, back to what I was saying. As in life, I said I don't teach tarot, right? But mind you, journaling, because when you're forgetting, oh, that might be what they're trying to say. And mind you, I didn't say that. I said maybe it was a thought, because I said something about Alzheimer's. But if they're already putting stuff in your food and trying to make you forget, and I said, my son said, anyway, long story short, journaling helps not to forget. That was the whole point. The hell with them. Choose your tools. So be mindful of what you're doing and where you're journaling, how you're journaling. Select a journal or notebook dedicated to journaling. You're journaling your life right here, right now, because it's the pathway. It's the journey. Because stuff like this that wants you to forget or don't want people talking about certain things, they're trying to make you forget again. All right? Like something inside of you correcting your direction. This is the soul alignment. This is what a soul alignment feels like. Your higher self is pulling you back into the timeline that truly belongs to you. When alignment begins, three things often happens. Disruptions appear because they want you to be disrupted. They want you to feel some type of way behind the situation and the system. There's that. Situations that once felt stable may suddenly feel uncomfortable or misaligned. Truth becomes louder. Your intuition starts speaking to you more clearly than ever before because you're not going to let this system play in your face. We already know what's happening. And regardless of whether or not they're trying to hide it over here or anything else, guess what? Because it'll say, Oh, you're being emotional about something. No, I'm being passionate about something because I don't like my people being lied to. It's been happening for so long. It's been already been going on for so many thousands or hundreds of years that they still want to continue to keep playing and doing the same exact thing. Mind you, they're using every tool, every technology to be able to try to do that. Old patterns attempt to return. Familiar distractions or people may reappear to see if you will choose differently this time. Remember yesterday when I said just consider all the people that you already met, you already seen them, you already know them. Every energy that has crossed your path, you already know them. So all you have to do at this point is which energy is it? Which energy are you going to come in? Are you going to be the liar, the cheater, the stealer? Or are you going to be a new energy? Something that is familiar, but also I haven't experienced on this timeline because they got to do it now better. Because now you're not falling for the weak shit. Oh, they're so handsome. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, they don't seem like they would be this. Yeah, them be the ones that be doing it the most. They try to come in sneakily under the radar. Saw you coming. Anyway, this isn't punishment or chaos. It's course correction. The soul is recalibrating your life so that your actions, environment, and relationships match your true frequency. So what's the symbolism and the messages behind, some of the things, right? So like a compass. This is like your internal GPS, right? Where they say go this way, you instinctively feel like, that ain't it. Like, that ain't the way I want to go. Mind you, this is the way a lot of people are actually redirecting their own selves because they already have the playbook. This is what you would do, right? And you're not doing that anymore. So now, again, a person using old tactics on an ascended individual. You're not doing that anymore. You're not falling for that anymore. You're not listening to that anymore. You have grown. You have elevated. You have ascended. So your internal compass is saying, gut feeling, don't trust that. Don't trust them. Know that they're doing this. Mind you, I'm going to take it a step further. I'm a journal. I'm going to write it down because I know something is off. I just can't tell what it is. I can't put my finger on it. It's like that little thing. I know something ain't right. I just can't put my finger on it. But when you start writing it down, when you start journaling it, it makes more sense. The higher perspective, the bigger picture, seeing beyond, not just looking at things as, little minute thing like, oh, I can see beyond that. I can see that the reason why y'all keep doing that is because of the fact that y'all want to keep a lie going. Because literally, again, I didn't say anything other than what I said, and I ain't taking it back. The bigger picture is unfolding. What looks like a setback may actually be removal of what was blocking your growth. Because little do y'all know, like, for everything that the internet offers and for us to be able to connect, the internet also, good and bad. There's good and bad in everything. It could be the misinformation, miscommunication. It could be, the things that get put out or sent out before, it gets all the way wrong or goes all the way bad. New portals, new pathways, because I said, close your gate. This is fortification, making things a whole lot more, but it was also talking about spiritual attacks. Because the spiritual attack is redoing the same exact thing over and over and over and over and over again. All right. So we was talking about the kids, right? And throughout history, once upon a time, there was something, I think they call them Cabbage Patch Kids, but that's not what I was going to say. And I had a Cabbage Patch Kid, right? But the thing was that a lot of kids showed up somewhere. They said they were on trains going from this place to that place. So then they happened to be talking about a train station and train stations, because you remember the train stations was the way that the people was getting from here to there. So this was a group of kids. They was wondering where the kids actually came from. Where were the parents that were to these kids, and how were these kids being adopted from one place to the next place? But also, now these kids growing up, and they thought their DNA, they thought their lineage was this, but mind you, nobody knows where them kids came from. So who knows where the kids came from? Probably the people that were on the train that was taking them back and forth. And again, they said that the parents didn't want the children, but is that true? Could the parents have not been here? Could the parents have been part of, policies and things of that nature? But this is the thing. And this is why I said at some point in time, we're either going to have to see things clearly that they're trying to do the same exact thing that they did before, or we are going to be a product of this again. When they like proudly boast history will repeat itself. They say it too proudly as if they already know they got it in the bag. But mind you, not picking up on things fast enough, because again, I said people want to blame the victims. And so it's almost like they be one-sided, I guess, maybe, because depending upon who it is, they'll have compassion for somebody, but then if it's somebody else, they won't have compassion. They just look at their lifestyle as of now, not realizing that a person was groomed to be a certain type of thing, conditioned to be a certain type of thing. So just because, it is these girls that are now in the limelight and in the public eye, nobody cares that at the time of their age being underage, nobody cares. Because the comments, like I said, was full of people saying this, that, or the third, bringing up tapes, later on tapes, adult tapes, but not the fact that these were little kids. Somebody even, and mind you, I made a comment and I said, y'all are not real. Y'all are all, it's going over all y'all heads that these are kids. When y'all start saying 17, 16, 14, these are children. Somebody thought to make a comment to justify. There is no justification. I don't care who it is. I don't care what their name is at this moment in time. I don't care what they have done past the age of 18. If documents and logs come out saying that this person got this happening to them underage, they're now a victim, and that could also explain why they are the way they are. Not that, you shouldn't change, or not that you shouldn't have spoken your story, whatever they felt comfortable with, because people will try to force people to do whatever it is they think is right. You don't get to still minimize the trauma or the tragedy or whatever happened to them. That turns you into a nasty adult. And so everybody has to realize this is one of them things when I said we have to now figure out who we are as people. Because if we can now say that just because this is a big celebrity and I don't like the fact that they use their whatever it is to justify whatever it is they use as an adult to justify something happening to them as a child, you're a nasty individual. And that's the thing that a lot of us might not want to look at. Somebody might say, you're a nasty individual because I keep saying God killed them. I could be. I could be wrong. But I feel like if you do this, if you do anything to somebody that's underage, if you continue to be out here and you playing in people's face and you doing stuff and it goes against morals and values and something happens to somebody else because you can't get your ass up and get it out the mud like everybody else do, God kill them. So maybe that might keep me out of heaven. But I ain't going to lie and say I don't feel that way, because I do feel that way. If you do something to a child, God get them. If you are out here deceiving society, God kill them. God, do whatever you're going to do with them, because they don't belong here, because they're messing it up for everybody else. We don't want to be out here arguing with people in places and that we don't even know. We ain't even got a chance to even meet these people. They could be our best friends, our best allies, this, that, and the third. But because of y'all, now we out here arguing with people, and that ain't even my fight. I don't know what they have done. But at this point, what I do know is I'm tired of society protecting people that are pedophiles. I'm tired of society giving out misinformation. I'm tired of being restricted because of the fact that if I say the truth, mind you, all I got to do is go get an ingredients list. Then I'm going to have an issue because of the fact that, oh, she shouldn't have said it. Well, how about you shouldn't have done it? I'm tired of medical stuff being preferred to this group and not really actually looking into it for anybody else's. But the fact that I can link to the fact that you want me to forget something, you've been doing this all over time, this whole entire time. Now I'm wrong. It's not benefiting society. It's only benefiting them. It's not helping you. It's not helping your family. It's not helping your children. It's not helping at all, period. And so I'm the issue because I can clearly see it. I don't like it. And also the fact that so many things have been covered up, mishandled, information mishandled, people being mishandled, time being put off, not being recalibrated, not being documented properly. I'm the problem, not the people that did it. This is the society that we live in. This is the information that they want us to give or don't want us to give, but also want us to live by. Being aware and knowing it, but meanwhile not being able to say it, because if you say it, then you're the issue. Mind you, you could be labeled crazy for talking like that, but mind you, it be true. Think about all the people that got labeled as conspiracy theorists or theories. This is a conspiracy theory. Meanwhile, it's true. So you get penalized for being a open thinker and for seeing stuff the way that it is. You're the issue. When stuff can't be easily pulled over the wool can't be easily, put on your eyes, or you pull the wool back and now you see it. Okay, well, this is this. Because again, I don't know why people can't make the distinction between, if we're going to protect a certain group of people, the children being a certain group of people, and this is the age limit, I don't care who it is. But mind you, they got picks. It's the same thing that's happening with even like elections and things of that nature. People will say they ready for a change, but guess what? They're not really ready for a change, because if you can speak, out on things and you can see things and be very aware, then, you're too aggressive for this situation. But meanwhile, your aggression is what they'll be asking for when something happens to them or their families. Y'all gonna have to pick and choose. But mind you, the right things. Because right now, y'all picking and choosing. But mind you, what y'all picking and choosing is the side of. And if you are on that side, then just say you're on that side. I seen a lady this weekend, and she was putting some people on blast because she said that anybody comes to this shed is connected to the pedos, right? And so the man is like, I didn't do da-da-da. Well, if you're friends with a pedo, then you clearly represent that group. Because ain't nobody that has common sense. I'm not going to protect you. Down to the tune of, check my record. Please and thank you. Because once it gets documented that, I ain't fucking with it. And people will say and have said, oh, well, this is I don't give a damn who it is. Mother, daddy, sister, brother, I don't care. If you do stuff like that, I'm not fucking with it. I feel like just because something happens to you, you can either become a predator the same way they did, or you can become an advocator. And just because somebody did something to you, don't mean you have to do it back. I don't like the part of the culture that says, hurt people hurt people. No. Hurt people can either heal from it, or you can do what you want to do, but you have to be accountable to the fact that you did it. That's what you are. You're now the same as them. I don't want to be the same as them. Because I can sit in a seat and say that several things have happened to me. I don't want to be the same as them. But what I do want is, if you're going to be here And if you have been here for hundreds of thousands of years and you ain't figured out that to be a good person is easy, it don't cost you nothing, it's free, get your ass up out of here. God, get them please and thank you, because why are we still wasting our time? But this is the way things happen. We can't tell God how to do a thing. We can't tell God how to get a person but every good book says that eventually they get God. And it seemed like we almost get into the time when they get ready to get God. Because if it's not working, if the spell is not working, and now it is holding less weight every time, that means they know the power is running out. There is no gas in it. You know what happens when you're running out of gas? And you like, oh, I got to get to the gas station. I gotta refill. I gotta reboot. I gotta what's the word? Re-up. There ain't no re-ing up on this situation. And before long, you ever pulled into the gas station and ran out of gas right there? Right at the gas station? But you're not at the pump yet? Mind you, ain't no refueling on this situation. It's over, Hova. It's done. Situation over. Kaput. That's the word. It's done. So they want to re-up on a situation. They want to redo the magic. They want to redo the spells. They want to redo whatever situations and circumstances because, oh, it worked so well before. Well, you got lucky once upon a time. But mind you, along your journey, that was God's way of also asking you, do you think you should be doing this? Because don't think these people ain't got dealt with even in the process. So don't think that. There was some communication back and forth saying, should you really be doing that? Nobody's going to not tell me that didn't happen. And they was like, the consequences, weighing out the consequences from the reward. Oh, the reward is better. Okay, we'll do that then. And it worked. So they got whatever they got. Then, oh, let me do it again. Because, people just be greedy as fuck. They don't like, just doing that one thing and getting away with it and saying, oh, I got away with that. Woo! Let me just be a good person. Nope. Let me double down on it. Double down on it. Oh, it worked again. Mind you, the repercussions may not have been that huge. Okay, it worked again. Well, let me see if I could just get a little bit more. Mind you, the whole step of the way, it is something your conscious saying, you got away with it the first and second time. You shouldn't be doing it again. Well, but what if I could just do it just one more last time. To the tune of that, it's thousands of years later now. It's billions of people later. It's 100,000 cycles later. And yet you're still doing the same exact thing. And you want it to work. The sky is yellow for you, huh? I mean, what color is it for you? It's been purple. It's been pink. It's been a couple colors. What color is for you? Anyway, I always can tell what type of person you are. Anyway, keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And then now sad because it's running out of gas. Like eventually it was going to run out of gas. You could have chosen to be a better person like this nigga right here, but instead come over here talking for nothing. The serpent. Like a snake shedding its skin, the collective is releasing an old identity. Growth requires letting go of who you used to be. Because, before I would just cuss his ass out and eject him. But, we're going to give him a hot second before I just eject him. I ain't even going to cuss his ass out because we know he a bum already. Anyway, the evil eye, protection. Now, everyone around you is aligned with your evolution. Today's message reminds you to protect your energy and intentions because shit like this. Don't allow it to happen. Mind you, it's already enough energy and everything else going on. Like, nobody got time for that. Sometimes you have to yell, a little bit. Sometimes you have to scream, get it out your system. But not for them. Just for the simple fact. Hey, Tyrone. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Hey, Straight Talk. Magic Kai High. They said bye stalkers. Who's stalking them? They came over here in my life. Key energies around the collective right now. Many people may notice feeling pulled towards new ideas, projects, or spiritual practice. Because that's important. Make sure y'all taking y'all spiritual baths. Make sure you fortify your boundaries. Because again, energetic pulls, energetic ties, people trying to redo things, people coming back, people trying to re-energy heart, re-up on some energy that ain't theirs. Don't let it happen. Oh, and they said in love to group attack. Yeah, period. That's the thing. Mind you, why do y'all always come over here in one mood and then y'all try to help me after the fact? Like, I'll be so confused by y'all because, like, do you love me or do you hate me? Or is it just everything? Like, get it how you get it. Because I'm confused. Anyway, and I don't like confusion. It's weird. Anyway, suddenly seeing people's true intentions very clearly, because that's important. And see it quickly, fast. Because they ain't lying. Group attacks are weird because guess what? Why take all y'all to come over here and attack me and still fucking lose? Nothing but God. It'd be a thing. Anyway, closing emotional chapters that once felt difficult to release. It's like that was my best. That was my best, person. I loved them. I thought that was my person. Mind you, I was listening to Cardi B yesterday, and that's what she was saying. She told in one of the songs, she said, "You was my person." And she was like, my twin. But what she ended up telling him and saying in the song, she said, "Continue to be a winner." Mind you, she cussed this nigga out throughout the whole entire thing. And then she said, "Continue to be a winner." Because she wasn't even going to say, speak ill over this nigga. She said, "Continue to be a winner." And, just going to get. But at the end of the day, it'd be the weirdest thing how you can think that somebody is the love of your life. And then now you got to live without that person. And mind you, it's okay. That is the thing. He said instantly explain. Period. Like, it's the, y'all, because y'all know I got this issue. Y'all, well, I can't even say it's an issue. It is definitely the best and worst thing that has ever happened to me in a process, because it's like knowing that you love something, being able to hear God say, let it go, and then seeing for a fact that it was not good for you, because ain't no way you love me and then you went on attack mode. Like, if you love me the same way I said, okay, like, you don't have to love me back the way I love you. Okay, I'm gonna walk away. And I didn't do anything. I just left. But apparently that wasn't good enough. It wanted me to do something more. I don't know. But it wasn't going to be to the detriment of me that I was going to allow something to happen, because that's what people want you to do. To the detriment of you falling apart, you losing yourself, they want you to love them through their bullshit. But you have to realize to love yourself even more, right? And so even in that process, thinking that I done known this person more than half of my life, longer than I had been alive, I had actually known this person, been in love with this person, and then now you gotta let that go, and it's like a piece of you that is gone now, but mind you, finding the real piece that actually belonged there. It's the craziest, weirdest thing, because I would have thought that would have, like, because again, I kind of was a little bit devastated from the beginning that, how do I get rid of, or how do I get rid of that energy? But mind you, finding the energy that should have already been there anyway. The part that person filled, I had to, figure out what part of me needed to be filled myself with that. And then finding it, thank you, and then finding that, it's like, man, because you wouldn't think that you can live without these people, and this, that, and the third, because it's the family. Just imagine you growing up in a family, and then you find out that these people, doing whatever they're doing, don't have your best interest at heart. And then now it's like, I grew up with this person. That's like, my favorite, da 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 da. And how am I going to live without this person? And then God's showing you, this is the piece that, this person filled, but this is a piece that you already had. And this is the part that was inserted into that. But mind you, it fit way better because it was a part of you. Like their puzzle piece was a little bit like it fit, but it wasn't like the snug fit, like it really fit. It was passable. But when you find the part that was in you that belonged in that part that where you gave, them, and then now you fill that piece with you, y'all. Because now I be thinking like, if I had that piece, I would have never even let that person in. Because I would have been seeing a lot of the stuff. But you have to remember, with family, it's harder because you grow up with this person from day one. You grow up with this, like, just knowing, like, when you're able to know, like, these are people that's already been there since, you are able to know and understand. And then later on, it is, what did they do? I don't know if they fixed it or not, but anyway, man, because then you realize you've been always able to stand on your own 2 feet. Ain't nobody gonna love you better than you. Nobody. And it's like that journey into that, mind you, and this is the other thing. I probably wouldn't have ever even figured that part out if I had got out of that relationship and went into another one, because that's what I'm so used to doing. Excuse me. I like being in relationships. I don't like just being outside, you know what I'm saying? Outside. I mean, I like outside, but, it's a thing. She said, I'm doing a puzzle right now, and period. So, right, when you can put a piece, like, it'll fit there, but that piece don't fit there. So, it's like that. And again, I would have never figured that out if I had went straight into another relationship, which I'm so used to have been doing my whole entire existence on this earth. After I got out of one relationship, I went straight into another because, you know what I'm saying, I already knew, like, I didn't want to be outside. I don't think I ever been by myself over a year. Like, and for now, it being get ready to be 5 years, I done been by myself, been able to, go through this journey. Like, I'm sorry, but like old stuff that people got or want to talk about, I ain't with it. Like, I'm just not, because this is the longest, like the amount of clarity that you get when you're not entertaining people. Oh my God. And now it's like, even if a person tried, like, I'm just not with it. Because now that piece that was these other people filled or fit into for so long, it's not needing no pieces there. It's already whole. So, there is that. But we got to remember, fortify your boundaries because it's important. Did you learn anything? And how many people can say you've ever been by yourself to really know who you are, like away from people that wasn't treating you the best? Whether it be family, whether it be loved ones, whether it be, people at your damn job. Like, we literally seem like we go out of one exposure of something and straight into something else. The workplace. Like, it's almost like designed from the time you enter into this space. It seems like it's almost designed for you to continue to have to try to fit pieces into places that they don't fit in. And that's so crazy. Let's see. So we got feeling pulled towards new energies, new ideas, new projects, more spiritual practices. Suddenly seeing people's true intentions clearly. Again, I said it, because once you realize, like, these people are people that we have met this lifetime, last lifetime, lifetime. Whether or not it's coming in to teach you something or you being able to teach them something, like, this is when you can say, I don't want it. Like, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to have to be your teacher. I don't want to have to be taught nothing. I'm okay. I'm more than okay. Because I don't have to fill that space now with somebody's energy that is almost going to mimic, whoever that person is for you. I don't need that. I'm good. Mind you, didn't even have to entertain nobody at all, period, to even figure that out. I think I like it here. It's a good place to be in. Mind you, I'm sure there's a whole lot better place to be in, because I specifically can think of one other thing that is probably going to be, top of my list, but I'll wait till after, it happens, and then it'll be the thing. But for real, it's almost like completing the puzzle. Yeah, and then listen, the funny part is she said she finished doing the puzzle, right? So when I was younger, my mom used to buy these puzzles, and we would put them together, right? And then we would actually pour Elmer's glue on top of the puzzles, smear that all around on top of the thing, wait until it dried, and then stick it in a frame. That's like the ultimate, I did it. Mind you, and it's something that can last for forever. Now, I don't know what happens if it's like, you want to take the puzzle apart or anything like that for anybody, because do you really want to actually take the puzzle apart? Don't know. But just to be able to finish the puzzle, put it all together, glue it together, and then to hang it on the wall, it seemed like that's like the ultimate thing. And I told you already, I want to be that great-great-grandmother that, I get hung over the fireplace, and the family be like, this is the one that did it. I want to be that one. All right? Like, so I want to be, right here, front and center. This picture, this place, this it. This is the family, passed down. She was the one that came and ain't played no games. She made sure the shit shook and happened. Even in the midst of all the adversities, this, that, and third, she stood against this, and won. Kicked they ass. Yeah, I like that version. Anyway, so if it's my story, that's the way I want it written. All right, so closing emotional chapters that once felt difficult to release. We already talked about that. I must have been ahead of myself, but sometimes I'll be doing that. Anyway, feeling both excited and uncertain about the future. You see what I'm saying? Because literally it is, oh my God, what could potentially happen? Like, I'll be saying stuff. And so, it could get real out here. I don't know. Or it could just be whatever it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? So, who knows? Or everything can just be aligned the way it's going to be aligned, because God was waiting on me to come. God was waiting on me to do the thing. And, I pleased God because I actually showed up to the assignment. I didn't run from it. When it was, in the contract, and it was stated here, this your contract, and I clearly didn't read the fine print. Mind you, open up to the page, and it says the hanged man, and then it has death, right? So the hanged man signifies surrender, release, and gaining a new perspective. It's the card of letting go. Ain't that funny how it opened up to this page? The hangman represents a unique perspective on life, where surrendering and releasing control become the path to enlightenment and growth. It suggests that sometimes the best way to move forward is to let go of attachments, expectations, or resistance to change. This card often appears when you're at a crossroads or feeling stuck in a situation. It invites you to pause, gain a new outlook, and consider alternative viewpoints. The hangman also encourages you to embrace a sense of surrender, allowing life to unfold without trying to force outcomes. Like, how did it open up to this page? Mind you, remember when I said if you can find out what part of the journey that you're on, it gets a whole lot better? Because now I see that energy. I know who that is. I'm not dealing with that shit. It's a reminder that in letting go, you may discover a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. This card signifies a willingness to sacrifice or release something for a higher purpose and spiritual insight. Then it has the death. All right, death signifies transformation, change, and rebirth, because with endings, there are also new beginnings. So when you ascend, when you grow, that's the ending and a new beginning, because you're different than you were. So that's like when you say, I want to be a different version of myself. I want to be better tomorrow than I am today, but I am better today than I was yesterday. Death signifies transformation, change, and rebirth. It's a card of profound transitions representing the end of one phase of life and the beginning of another. While it doesn't necessarily indicate physical death, it symbolizes the natural cycles of existence where something must die to be released for new growth to occur. This card serves as a reminder that it's time to let go of old habits, relationships, or beliefs that no longer serve your higher purpose. It invites you to embrace change and view it as an opportunity of transformation and renewal. Death signifies a period of shedding. What are you needing to shed today? Shedding the old to make way for the new, which can be both challenging and liberating. Which is right here, you're ready for the next version of your life. Feeling both excited and uncertain about the future. How did it open up to this page? It's like it already knew. This card teaches us that endings are necessary, is a necessary part of life's journey. And from them, new beginnings can emerge. It encourages us to release what no longer aligns with your path and welcome the transformative power of change with open arms. It's a card that speaks to the inevitability of change and the potential for growth and rebirth that comes with it. Look at God. Ain't God good? Amen. Anyway, so this means I don't teach tarot. So this means your soul is saying you're ready for the next version of life. But alignment requires honesty with yourself. Ain't that what I've been saying to y'all the whole entire time? We have to be honest with ourselves. Like, who are we? Because again, for me being the best person ever, I can also be the worst person ever. You choose. Like, the energy you give is going to be the energy that you get. But mind you, sometimes I can just decide that I don't want to give you no energy. It's like what I told y'all, this word kept coming up, decorum. Handling a situation the right way at the right time. So sometimes these things require, different activities. It's just on having discernment and knowing what is the time. Is this a time to, know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run, know when to say something? Or is this a time for me to scream? Is this a time for me, to let it go? Like, I'm over it. I'm done. Been there, done that. Somebody says something to you in a way. Yep, definitely not dealing with that. I'm not going to let you, talk me into something. I'm not just going to let you lead me down a dark pathway because I don't have to. It's not necessary for me. I already learned that lesson. I don't have to give you an explanation as to why I'm not. I'm just not. And I'm okay with that. And if you're not, too bad, so sad. I'm still not going to explain it to you. I'm just going to go this way. You get somebody else to do it, and I'm going to go here because I don't have, that's not my lesson. I already passed that. So ask yourself today, does this situation support the person I am becoming? Do these people support the situation or the person that I'm becoming? Does this lifestyle or, anything connected to it support who I'm becoming? Because it may or may not. And then in that instance and in that case is when you exit stage left and, again, get somebody else to do it. It don't have to be me that, goes through that lesson with you. This ain't my journey. My pathway and your pathway in here. It was great, but, no thank you. Does this relationship drain me or elevate me? Mind you, I done been in a relationship that did both. But this is also knowing when we stay too long in situations. When we should do other things. Like, yeah, it was good when it started, but now it's not. It has now turned into this. People will say, but people can change. Yeah, but not for you. They have to change for themselves. They have to do it for themselves. So it's like also I've been watching this person and they already know. And I told y'all. But something in me tells me like, and mind you, I told you I got a serious love-hate relationship with this person right now because I don't even know how they even, mind you, I just don't like the nigga, period. But, I love the fact that his woman is back and, everything's good. But for some reason, I'm also seeing, and I also think that where a person can be good for you, they can also be bad for you. And so I don't want to speak nothing into nobody's relationship, but also it's like a thing where it's a pacifier because he's going to eventually go crazy. And so she is his pacifier for now. And I love, the love and this and the third, but something is still feels off to me. And it's a thing where a person can be like, what's the word that they call them? It's not a pacifier. It is what is the word? Like a person is good and bad for you, but a detriment. Like, but to herself also. Like, I don't know. Again, I don't know why these people even came, up to me, because like I said, for the longest time I was wondering why he was yelling at the screen, but now I see why. But also, no, it's the word where a person is like, that's not a word. That's not the word. It is like when a person should go to rehab, but technically, the family or somebody will kind of, what do you call that? What is the word? Because I can think of it, but literally I can't. I don't know. Anyway, I feel like that because I feel like he need rehab, like for real. This nigga's crazy, and I don't mean like an enabler. Yes, that is it. An enabler. That's what I think. She's enabling him. And I don't mean like crazy as in, because he fun crazy, but he also crazy from what I could tell. And I don't know him, but he just gives me like she's enabling him. Like I love the fact that it just looks, but she's an enabler. And eventually when he spaz, like if he go through a spiritual, like that jolt, it's going to be wrong. She's content, or yes, BS, because it benefits. Yeah. So that's the thing. So I love how, because the way she look at this nigga is fucking, that's the way you should want somebody to look at you. But also she got to look at him with, real pure eyes and say, baby, but again, he gonna have to change for herself. So there's nothing she could say. Even if she says it, it's not gonna change it. He has to really want it. But unless she starts making changes to make him want it, he not gonna want it. And so that's the thing. Like I'm a little bit afraid for them. Only because, like I said, I seen one other time where she looked like she had, so he might put them paws on women and this, that, and the third. And so that's already a thing for itself. But I definitely think she's enabling him. But I love their love. But also, I like Bobby and Whitney. So look at me. You know what I'm saying? Crackhead love be the best love. But I don't want to be a crackhead. You see what I'm saying? So they kind of give me Bobby and Whitney. And so I love that kind of love. Like nobody love you better than crackhead love. Yo, I'm cracking up. Anyway, am I following fear or intuition? Your answers reveal where alignment needs to happen, because again, see, like me, again, I just told y'all, I'm honest. She makes his wrongs right. Yeah. And mind you, it's like, it's so beautiful because it's like, it's pure. It's pure, but it's fucked up. And that's the thing. Because Bobby and Whitney love was so pure, but it was fucked up. It's like trauma bonding for all the wrong reasons. But mind you, the way that those people look at you during the time, hey, Abby Grace, love you. The way that, and it's so crazy because I wonder if it would still be the same love. That's the part that I need to adjust in my brain. Because I haven't ever seen all the wrong reasons. Yeah, I haven't never seen somebody look at somebody like that, like publicly, you know what I'm saying? And it be, because even when I think about it myself, when I looked at somebody like that, nigga, we was high. Like, you know what I mean? Marijuana, not the other type. But, you know what I mean? It was alcohol. I've never seen somebody look at somebody like that and it not be. So that's the part. God, show me that. Please. Because I need to know that exists. Real toxic, but still. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so look at me being true with myself, because I want to see that from somebody. Because can that be a thing? most of the time, like, and I told y'all, I look at people's language, like, I can tell if a couple gonna be, like, you know what I'm saying, because I could watch how she look at him and how he look at her, and if a bitch is looking at you upside her head, like, you know, there's some other people, I keep saying that, she don't like this nigga. Past life ties, yes, and that's the thing. So, like I said, I had that experience with somebody, but even now I can look at it, because, you know, once it's gone, I can look at it from all angles, and I can tell that that's why we didn't get along on the second time, because he was still an alcoholic and a drug addict, and I wasn't. I had grew up. They didn't. So I could automatically tell. And the funny part is that I can actually say that, because when I started getting on their level and doing the things, you know, that they wanted to do, we had a blast. But that's not how I wanted to live my life. I had grown up. And so it wasn't a good thing. It wasn't a good balance, because they still was childish, even though they was older than me. But drugs and alcohol was, you know, their thing. They couldn't go to bed without liquor. Mind you, I be knocked the fuck out snoring. But my life wasn't that. My life had transcended beyond that. But I noticed that when I, you know, started doing what he was doing, it would be fun. But I couldn't stay on that, because that wasn't my pathway. So, you know, God had to remove that. But I can tell when, like, certain couples, you know what I'm saying, some people just stay together because, you know, we just gonna stand 10 toes down or whatever. Because I just seen another couple, and the girl, she's turned 49 and she's with an older dude. Mind you, I love this older dude's swag. Like, oh my God, this man, what the hell is going on between the sheets in my home? Anyway, that type of nigga. Like, that nigga smooth. I like to see, like, that. I think that's my favorite type. My favorite type is an old nigga with that swag. Baby, wait, let me explain before you start to point your cane. It's about the... That nigga is smooth. Boy, God, where my Mr. Big at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Send one of them. Like, I don't know why, like, ain't nothing better than an old nigga that basically is like that nigga. Like, from then till now and after that, that's that nigga. Like, I bet you, yo, I don't know. Yeah, I think I seriously have a type, even, like, you know, just in things. And yeah, that's that nigga right there. Like, just smooth as fuck for no reason. Like, nigga, I know you was hell on wheels. Yo. Anyway, they always be like 5 years older than me, but, you know, they never really have, like, I don't know. I'm gonna just look for my type. God send them, because that nigga is fine. You know, but in my mind, it's like, it's a thing. You could tell this person be with this person because of whatever this is. Not because it's like, because, listen, when a person can teach you some shit, and it don't matter how old you are or how young a person is, like, I love that. Like, to me, I feel like that's probably one of the things also that is, you know, my connection. Like, teach me something. If you can't teach me nothing, I ain't fucking with you. Like, I'm just not gonna do it. And so, again, you have to be honest with yourself. Don't connect with a person that is not a part of really what is for you. So, you know, a person may be fun, but again, if they're fun and they're dragging you down to their level, it ain't gonna work out. Excuse me. And it's like that, like I said about the timeline. Somebody getting ready to destiny swap with you because you put them on your timeline, and they're about to put you on your timeline, then they're gonna be as deep as I am, period. And then now you just as dumb as they were, because you let you go down to their timeline, and they never needed it was never supposed to intersect. You were supposed to deal with your shit, and I dealt with my shit. I'm dealing with my shit still. I'm supposed to deal with my shit, not engage with nobody. And then when my timeline does what it's supposed to do, go back to where it's supposed to be, up, then that's where my nigga at. Right now, he waiting for me. That's what he's supposed to be doing. So, You know, there's that. Or he'll intersect me if his timeline didn't dip, then we'll go back up together. But we both used to being up. Not a nigga that is not used to nothing. And that saying they used to something. Because a nigga say, oh, well, I could have, but did you? This is the other issue. Because remember, I told you, this is the news, right? This is the spiritual news, right? The spiritual, what you call it? The testimony. So, what I also don't like is, and y'all shouldn't either, but do what thou will with this information, because another moment with my son, same conversation, and we was discussing people talking to you about stuff that they ain't never done. You can't talk to me about having a successful relationship if you ain't never had none. That's why I ain't gonna talk to y'all about none, because I ain't had none. I can tell y'all about what happened in the process, though. All right? I can tell y'all about how you can get married, because shit, a bitch know how to get married. I've done it 3 times. Can't tell you how to kind of make it last for forever, because guess what? I realized I don't want to be with these niggas in the process after the fact. But I can tell you, maybe not to do this, right? She said alignment. Exactly. So we got a lot of people sitting online telling you how to be a woman. Mind you, they men. You can't tell me how to be a woman if you ain't never been one. Your mama can't tell you how to be a woman if she ain't never been one. You know what I'm saying? Or a mom if she ain't never been one. But everybody will tell you, people will get online, they'll write books, this and the third about, spiritual, this, that, or the third. Ain't never done it. So, the sooner everybody figures out, right, that everybody's winging it, we are all literally winging it. Every one of us. Can't nobody tell us how to do our life, because it's our life. What worked for them may not also work for you. So everybody is winging it for whatever pathway, whatever thing they're on. Now, it's like somebody having $1 billion, right? And trying to teach you how to be a engineer. And y'all gonna listen because this person has $1 billion, but this person ain't never been an engineer. Mind you, this person ain't told y'all they stole everything that they got. Mind you, they can talk because y'all think that as soon as a person got money, y'all think that they can talk. I don't give a damn how much money you got or not. You can't tell me nothing that you ain't never done. So, if you ain't legally made $1 billion, you can't tell me how to legally make $1 million. You could teach me how to steal like a nigga, like a motherfucker. You could teach me that. But who's going to tell you that they got in position of having $1 billion and stole it? They're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you that they conned their way into a situation. Oh, I got money because I manipulated my way to. Are they going to tell you that? No. You're just going to think that because this person is sitting up here that they got the right to talk. They don't. I don't care who it is. It's like what I told my son about the books. When I said about the books in school. They teach you from a certain point in time. So technically, anybody having any type of degree, guess what you done told me? Because they can say, oh, well, I went to school and did this, that, and third. Yeah, you also told me that you can be enslaved longer than me. That's what you showed me. Why? Because we learning that ain't nothing these people said true. Yes, even the fact that you went to school and did all that and they told you that you can be this, that, or the third, half the people that got a degree ain't even working in their field. So again, another lie that they told you. You're telling me that you can be enslaved longer than I can. That's all you're telling me. So they may look at you and say, oh, no, she's just stupid because she can't. No, you're actually the stupid one because you let them people convince you that you could do this, 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 or this. And then now you're mad because you owe all them fees and you're not even working in the job or your ass just got fucking fired. Y'all, listen, don't listen to me. I already told y'all. The same thing I told y'all the other day, because I'm going to do what I want to do, how I want to do it. I literally said that the other day when I was in here doing ice cream. Don't listen to me because I ain't read the directions. I ain't going to lie to you. I don't have no reason to lie to you. But I'm also not going to sit here and blow smoke up your ass and tell you that because this person is sitting in this position, they're better than you. The first law that everybody needs to understand after don't die is they're the same. Stop putting these people, stop making these people feel that they're more important than you are. They're not. Ain't no fucking body walking this earth more important than you are. Why? Because if you die, you don't exist. Stop making people more important than you make yourself. I don't care what they got, how they got it, what position they in. I don't care if they think they rule the fucking world. Because guess what? Gotta come along, pluck them upside the head. They did today too. Good morning, Chico. I love you. Stop making people feel like, so that's the second rule. We're going to start writing these down. First rule, don't die. Second rule, don't make nobody feel more important than you are, and I don't care who it is. I don't care. If it ain't God, that's the end. Because as long as you got you and God, you good. But these people walking this earth, fuck them. They're here winging it the same way you winging it. They just talk better at it than you do. Period, point blank. Thank you, Chico. If I can convince you that I am a fucking rocket scientist and I say all the right things and then I can go, got a degree, this, that, and the third, a degree in whatever the hell they said, listen. Stop letting these people think that they better than you because they not. And remind you, on top of that, the people that thought they was better, look, they in files. So you trying to tell me that somebody that's in one of them files that sits in a seat thinking that they have power is better than you? Because they damn sure ain't better than me because I ain't doing that. Ain't nobody going to tell me that they better than me. Because I would have better sense than to know to do that. You're not going to convince me that in order to do this, you have to do this. Nah, nigga, I don't like that. I don't want to do that. That's definitely a crime in a way that it's a crime against my soul. It don't even have to be a crime here. And that's the other part that people don't understand. It don't even have to be a crime here. When it's a crime against your soul, don't do that. Don't do that, please and thank you. So most of these people are only convincing y'all that they're better than y'all because they were able to be enslaved a little bit longer. And so if they don't like that, fuck them. Tell them to talk to God about it because that's the only way I feel. That's how I feel. And that's what I was talking to my son yesterday about. Like, yeah, you got a master's degree and showing me that you can be a slave a little bit longer. I don't want to be a slave. I don't want to be a part of whatever system, and I can figure that out. Either all the things I want to go to school to do, this, and the third, literally, it's almost like, what is it going to profit them? More enslavement. That's what this system is designed to do. So what you want me to do? I don't want to do that. So you are not lost. You're being redirected. What is leaving your life right now is not a loss. Okay? It is a space being created for what actually belongs to you. And furthermore, just think about everything going past that. So spiritually, right? Everything that you know right now is being changed, being altered, which is traumatizing a lot of us, probably more than anything, right? But after you think about it, when we go to the land before the time, before, because they will say, okay, we're going to go back to 18. No, go back to before that. Let's go back to ground zero. Because when they go back to 1802. They go back to 1706. They go back to 1615. They go back to 1315. Let's go back to zero. Ground zero. And then let's work our way up. Because if we go back to ground zero and work our way up, your ass didn't exist in the timeline. You hijacked it at some point in time. For some reason, the 1950s keep coming up too. And don't ask me why. Because it's a whole transition that happens about that time. But mind you, before the 1950s, we have to go back even before that. At what point in time, and this is the point that I want to know, at what point in time did they hijack the system? Because you got to remember, it has to be before slavery. It has to be before they came to America. It has to be before something that got documented and written by them. And when they started writing it is when they started hijacking. Either way, over, done with, kaput. Please go on and get God, get them, and however you get them, just get them and get them good. But all the good books say they gonna get God. They all collectively say the same thing. Alignment often feels uncomfortable before your soul is before because your soul is asking you to step into a bigger version of yourself. So now it's elevation, because now we got to talk about some stuff that we have done and move into a pathway of some stuff that we didn't do. Because before, I couldn't talk to y'all about Dark Night of the Soul because I didn't go through it. I didn't know what it was. But after I went through it and I got traumatized and you know, I kept calling it glitch, this and the third, then I can talk to you about it, because this is what happened to me. But people have written whole books on Dark Night of the Soul, spiritual da 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 da. People wrote books on spiritual psychosis, ain't never been through spiritual psychosis. How do you write a book on something that you ain't never done? Just because you observed it don't mean you know what it felt like, don't mean you know how a person, it's like the person there's a lady that has schizophrenia, and she is now, I think she was doing a book about how she see things when she is schizophrenic. I can't imagine writing a book about this. Yeah, but guess what? I could definitely write a book about it. I could be very thorough in the process of doing it. Why? Because I experienced it. I can write it from my point of view. I can't write it from nobody else's point of view, though. That's the thing. I can write it from my experience of what happened to me. Don't even know it existed till after it happened to me. You see what I'm saying? And that's the other thing. That's when we go looking up stuff, when, you know, you figure it out. Because I'm with you. I knew it existed. Hero's journey. Hero's journey. Everybody explains it different in a different name. Meanwhile, you can tell who now, after you went through it, you can also tell like certain people, like celebrities and things of that nature, that actually went through it because they changed. And you know the change. But I also had a person trying to pick my brain one time, trying to figure out information that when I caught on, like, you know what I'm saying, as they started like talking to me, because they was trying to say they went through the Dark Night of the Soul, but then you asking me too many questions to not know. Mind you, you already know a person that goes through the Dark Night of the Soul, we be leery of people asking us questions. So that's another thing. Unless we voluntarily be having a conversation amongst ourselves about having Dark Night of the Soul, and I'm you know, giving that information, don't bring your bitch ass over here asking me nothing, because we don't trust you anyway. You could be an op. You could be one of the people trying to figure out, you know, who I am, what I am. So we don't fuck around with that. Yep, because who you monitoring for? See what I'm saying? So that's another thing. Like, it be things that be happening when it's happening that, but also in the process, we would write a book about it, but then again, we might not write a book about it, because if we give too many people information about it, then here they go. Because I done heard people saying people trigger themselves into the Dark Night of the Soul. Ain't nobody triggering themselves into that. You got to be a damn fool to try to trigger yourself into something that you could die into, that you might not come back from, that people are going to be calling you crazy. People are not going to be understanding why you're changing or why you're becoming the way you are. Meanwhile, you don't maybe even understand until you start to understand. Shit be shaky around here. Like, I be knowing stuff that I don't know if I'm supposed to know that. And then not only after that, then they be giving me confirmation, and I'll be like, you're fucking shitting me, right? Like, how did I know? Like, this person gonna call, and then that person calls. Like, God, am I weird now? Well, you was always weird, but it's okay. But now you got the people scared of me. Because people was fucking scared of me. Like, how this bitch know that? Man, I don't know. They told me. Who is the they? I don't know. It just be coming. But it be right. In ways that is eerie. Mind you, then they got the audacity to send you confirmations from people that you don't even know. And mind you, shit just be showing up. Like, literally, you could think it, and then it pops up. The very thing that gives you the confirmation to the very thing that they just told you. But who the hell is doing that? Mind you, y'all, it just be some shit, and ain't nobody trying to trigger themselves into that. Because, bitch, that's not, like, it's the best and worst shit ever. And that's on period. Thank you. Hey, Cash. Like, they be the best and worst shit ever. Like, who the hell want to do that? I wouldn't, because man, mind you, your speech don't be right, because literally everybody that I saw that went through the dark night of the soul, when they come out of that shit for real, they have to recorrect even the way they talk. You can hear it. Because to be honest, I love how confirmation comes from people I don't know. Yes, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. Like, you can't fake that. Like, when a person is explaining it to you, if you say, explain it to me, and they don't know none of these things, it's almost like, but then they don't realize that even when we're talking, we give them the basic shit. We're only giving you the basic shit because we already know, like you said, who you work for, who you monitoring for, who you trying to, like, what you trying to do. So, of course, you might run down those little bit of things, but bitch, it's some shit that you not gonna know unless you was in it. And we not so willing to give you no information because who the hell you, like, what you trying to do? And mind you, we know you, there's also the others. So not only the people, but the others. Anyway, you know, who does that? So what is leaving your life now is not a loss. It's a space being created for what actually belongs to you, period. Alignment often feels uncomfortable because your soul is asking you to step into a bigger version of yourself. Amen and thank you. Yes, exactly. Y'all please share the live. Thank y'all. And that's a fact. Because you know it's always the ops. The watchers, the people that be watching and silently just sitting back, just, you know, running up my analytics, but, you know, not saying nothing. But mind you, the system is tracking. So little do y'all know, I can still see who be where. Which is crazy. And like I said, I don't mind nobody watching, because if I come and bring it to the internet, please. I came to be watched. But share my shit, please, and thank you. Like, don't just try to hold me to yourself. Look, I gotta pay bills around here, please and thank you. Like, this shit ain't free. I mean, it costs around here. Electricity, phone bill, car payment, all types of stuff. Help your girl. Help me, help you, help us. Internet, I got paid for that. My internet bill is outrageous right now, too. That's crazy. Anyway, your higher self is essentially saying the path ahead has already been prepared. Your only task is to stay aligned with your truth. I saw your nighttime outside. Yeah, I was saying that I might do that on the weekends if I can, because, you know what I'm saying, it was kind of like, you know, camping, watching the stars and this, that, and the third. Mind you, let me tell you, YouTube was pissing me off, though, because I was actually going to sleep with that. Why was I knocked out? Like, literally listening to the night sounds, I was knocked out. Every time it cut off, I heard it go off. And I'm like, see, they pissing me off because they messing with my sleep right now, because them sounds was good. Like, actually, I was thinking about taking them off of there and putting them on. I ain't gonna say nothing, but I think I'm gonna do something else. I'm not gonna take them from there so y'all still be able to hear it. But I think I might see if I can put them somewhere else too, so then that way it can turn into a thing. Because maybe that might be God's way of saying, you know, help me, help yourself, this, that, and the third. Because, you know, people be fickle. Me too, but I didn't see you. I love when we build. Girl, I was sitting, laying on a bed, listening to that, and every time, you noticed that every time it went down, I turned it right back on, right? Because literally every time it shut down, I would be knocked out. And I heard it go off, because literally it was keeping me in a good space of sleep. And YouTube was definitely getting ready to get on my nerves. I was about to cuss them the hell out. Like, why you keep turning this shit off? This is keeping me sleeping good. Mind you, I was steady texting. Like, when I woke up, I'd be texting people in the background, because, you know, people was on there texting. But yeah. But during the daytime, I was actually outside because I'm going to do some stuff. So I think we're going to go outside today, too, because, like I said, I now got to keep this stuff running. Because if I got to stream, you know, 24 hours a day to build something, then I got to do what I got to do. So, and plus, the outside, it sounds so nice. But I got to clean my shed. No, not the shed. I got to clean my garage. So I got to clean my garage. I also have to clean my car. And I got to clean my kitchen. So y'all going to be, after we get off here, then I got to reset y'all. So I'm going to turn y'all off here. And then I'm going to reset y'all. And well, y'all know Twitch still been running. So Twitch been running for forever. But y'all, because it's a morning thing, then I'm going to take it and shut it off and then do another live. So y'all going to be running for another 24 hours again. And so, yeah, just so y'all know, y'all can pop in and out and say hey and this, that, and the third. But y'all going to be on stream. So until I got something to do in a couple days. But after that, I don't know if I still might take all the devices and still stream, but I don't know. I gotta see, because I don't know, you know, what type of setup they got over there. So either way, we're gonna figure it out, because I gotta make sure this is right. And as of now, I'm not being able to pay certain things that I need to be able to pay. So if y'all wish to donate towards my channel, please and thank you. I would greatly appreciate it. All the links are, you know, in the bio. And yeah, because and I know everybody got, you know, whatever they got going on. So if you feel led to, then that's fine. If not, just share it, please. Because technically that's what I'm asking everybody to do. Like, comment, share. Because I'll get paid from it anyway once I get like a certain amount of people. Like my Facebook, I think I need 10,000 people. On my TikTok, I need 10,000. So if you're on my TikTok, please like, comment, share, follow. Because I think I'm 3,500 away. And before I can get into the creator fund, and then that'll help me actually pay for some stuff. So if y'all are seeing this, please make sure you're following me, because I'm definitely trying to get into the creator fund so I can pay my bills, so I don't gotta get, you know, ejected from the system. I would like to live and stay where I'm at. But as of now, shit ain't adding up. All right. So your higher self is essentially saying the path ahead is already prepared. Thank you. You know, if y'all is there stuff that y'all need, then Chico, because you be helping me when you go and, you know, purchase stuff out of there. So that's the other thing. So if y'all can do that, if there's stuff y'all need and y'all want to be able to help me out, just let me know. I'll add it into the system, and then y'all can purchase it from there. But I appreciate everybody that does everything that they do. So just so y'all know, I really love y'all, and I'm thankful because y'all just be showing up in ways that, you know, like I said, I know everybody's going through whatever they're going through, and I don't want to put nobody out. So the major thing is like, comment, share, please, because that gets me into the systems that I need to get into, and it gets me what I need to get. And so I'm going to just start streaming for forever today, and if that's what I got to do, that's what I got to do until I create a following that is enough to, you know, help me do what I got to do. So the path ahead is already prepared. Your only task is to stay aligned with your truth. Protect your energy, because mind you, I'm going to go up to this thing and show y'all it's a different thing. Something else that we're talking about, which is the old people, old cycles trying to come in, trying to, you know, move you a little bit to the side, or move you, see if they can check your temperature. So know that. All right. Did you learn yet? Don't fall for the bait. Okay. Trust your intuition, move with authenticity, and when you do, the right doors open naturally. So the message that was already given, and I did it this morning, fortify your spiritual gates. It is about spiritual boundaries, discernment, and energetic protection. Your spiritual gates represent the entry points to your energetic field, your energy field, your mind, so your thoughts. Somebody projecting, you know, situations. Can I project me into this person's mind? Can I make this person think about me? Because they thinking about you. But mind you, you might not even thought nothing about these mother suckers, but, you know, you always heavily on their mind. Your heart, your emotions. I want to weigh on your emotions because I want to, you know, make you want to come to me. I want you to give in to me. I want you to, you know, have a soft spot for me. Your spirit, your intuition, knowing that these things are happening, because for some reason, some weird ass wants to, you know, circle back, or, you know, some strange energy, because it don't even got to be the same person, some strange energy wants to, you know, kind of get into your good graces. Now, has the energy changed? For all intents purposes, yes. But for all factual purposes, no. The reason why I'm going to say no is because doing sneaky stuff still is the same behavior as before. So the person or the energy will say, I changed because now I'm better, I'm doing better, I'm not, you know, trying to this, that, and the third, but they're not going the straight way. So if a person that has changed that misses you or wants to talk to you, they would pick up the phone and call you. If they don't have access to you, they would email. If they don't have email, they, will figure out a way to get access to you, right? That's how you would do it on the up and up. A person that is still trying to be sneaky, they use spiritual shit. So they start writing your name. A person has done this multiple times. They start thinking about you, meditating on you. They start, it's a couple different ways that a person could spiritually try to summon you, right? Ain't changed. That's sneaky. You being manipulative still, because you're using energy manipulation in order to showing up in your dreams, all of that type of stuff. But that's basically because they got their mind stayed on you. They can't shake it. So it's like, now that they're doing that, now it might make you think of the person, and you like, I ain't thought of that person in forever and a day. That's what they trying to do. To me, that's still bad behavior. It's spiritually trespassing, because you're not doing it the right way. Like, okay, I thought about you, and I want to call you, I want to talk to you or whatever. It's just that other extra thing that they do, because they trying to get you to want to be with them or something, want to connect with them, but they don't want to do it. They want you to do it. Okay, it's manipulation. So your environment, who or what you allow around you. I'll wake up and rebuke the dream so fast. Just did. I mean, hello, Abby, you already know. I know you know, because honey, listen, I told y'all before my birthday happened, all of a sudden I started having dreams about all types of people, and I'm like, I ain't thought nothing about these niggas. But the funny part was that the dream always ended up the same. I always made a different choice. I mean, you gonna have to start choosing me on the first time. Like, you not gonna be able to fucking play with me and think that, oh, we breaking up because you doing da 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 da. Like, I'm no longer doing that with anybody that I meet. If in fact I meet somebody and we, hit it off and, whatever, and you do whatever you do that is against me and your, shared rules for this, because it's always gonna be some shared rules on this shit. If you break any one of them shared rules, that's your problem. Like, I'm not gonna, be, oh, well, they just, no. Like, you had an opportunity to talk to me about anything that you wanted to talk to me about. We had to agree, to be in this, that, and the third. You violated your own contract because you broke your own rule. Like, the fact that you signed it says that it was our rules for each other. And if you do that, then that's it. That's all. Like, don't try to hold me to something. And mind you, this is also where, because people change, right? So this is also where I can say, we can revisit this contract in 32 days. In 32 days, we can revisit this contract, because if there's anything that we want to change, then that's going to be our time. Because we may grow together in a way and we say, oh, well, we want to do this now together. Or, we tried that and we didn't like that. So let's redo this. Let's revisit this because I don't like that one. You know what I'm saying? So let's have points of intersections where we can kind of revisit something. And then that's where we can change, the contract together. This is where you can add, oh, I want to add this to the situation. Of course, sweetie pie, because, and then we go into it however long to, the next intersection. Because I'm not doing this with nobody else. Like, all of this shit that didn't happen. Like, now I can see that a person is this. Like, I'm not doing that. And ain't no old people that I know that I want to really redo anything with. No. Like, fine. And most of it has something to do with sex. And that's the other part. Sexually, I don't trust none of them. So that's the reason why I wouldn't do nothing with none of them. Mind you, I've been over here minding my own 2 business. My own self, me, myself, and I, 3 business. And so I wouldn't want to go, hell no, fuck them. So hell no for me. Y'all can do what y'all want. All right. So new shit, new things, new people, new everything. No, none of that. Any old shit, I'm not with it. I don't give a fuck how you change. Good. Do it for yourself. So when the message says that they're back up to their old tricks again, because that's what it is, it usually points to repeating cycles, trying to re-enter your life, and how they do it. They're in the past for a reason. Period. And mind you, again, people can change. Good. I'm proud of you for changing. Good for you. Kudos. I'm not mad at you. I just don't want you around me. And so if you're changing was access, you're not authorized. I'm not giving you any access. I learned that the hard way. That's what I'm saying. Because mind you, you try to dick me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. And if I allow you around me this time, and this gonna be your last hurrah, you gonna go big on this one. No, I'm not giving you that. Fuck you. And again, I'm not mad at nobody, nothing. I'm just not doing it. So I'm glad that you changed for you. Take that shit on and learn it for the next lesson with the next people that you deal with. And if you start showing similar patterns, then you know that you ain't changed, because now you're doing it over there with them. And they don't like it. So good for you. All praise be to God. Glory to God that you changed. But nigga and bitch, do that elsewhere. You can't come around here. So, So, whatever they trying to do to re-enter is still not on the... Yeah, exactly. Congratulations and bye. Thank you. It's still not on the up and up because it's not directly. Because even still, even if you was to say no, at least, be on the up and up with it. And like I said, people be acting like, oh, I just want to check on you. You don't got to check on me. You can cash at me, please and thank you. If you really cared and you wanted to make sure I was good, you can cash at me. Because guess what? That'll make sure I'm good. Send me a check in the mail. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be in my presence to, none of that. But if you really want to make sure I'm okay, send the funds, Steven. Anyway, not necessarily specific people. Sometimes it's old self-doubt, draining relationships, distractions from your purpose, negative thought loops, spiritual tests that check to see if you're truly grown. Give me all my money back then. Period. Shit. Matter of fact, for one nigga, I think he owed me fucking attorney fees. If you want to make sure I'm okay, send me back my fucking $10,000 for attorney fees. Because if I had that, I would probably be fine. Shit, bitch. Motherfucker. We didn't even have to go that for everybody to lose fucking attorney fees. But send me my $10,000. That'll help me right now. So you ain't never lied. Send me my fucking money back. Anyway, so protect your peace, guard your thoughts, trust your discernment, close doors that were already closed for a reason. Because again, they didn't have to do the things they did the way they did it, but mind you, that's the way they chose to do things. So don't be mad at me if that was your choice. That's what you chose, and now, we not friends no more. That was not my fault. Because y'all, to know me, when I'm friends with somebody, to know me, I'm probably always the one wanting to fix whatever's wrong. Like, even when a person said what they said, I'm the person saying, well, let's wait this amount of time, because I'll be really truly loving people, right? Mind you, one person, a girl I could specifically think of, like, before that even happened, I was calling the person to, I wasn't even mad at the situation. I was mad, like, I wasn't mad until later when a person basically tried to act as if they're, because the bitch told me it was Ramadan, and at the time, don't make it seem like your Ramadan is more important than my Ramadan. Like, me and that person could have still been friends. All they had to do was get on the phone. But instead, they try to avoid the situation, what made me think that you clearly are being sneaky. But even at the time, like, I didn't even have a bad thought, for the person. I just wanted to know what the person said about my child. That was it. Like, what did you say about my daughter? That was it. So that one particular person, we could have still been friends. But they chose to try to play in my face and act like their situation, their life was better than, mine, and answering my question. So my thing was, if we're friends and you said something, then own up to you saying it. But the fact that the person didn't let me know, bitch, you want some real weird ass shit, and fuck you, hoe. Because after that, I didn't care. I just said whatever I wanted to say, and then, we can go from there. Because with all of them, like I said, I don't really too much be caring after that. But there is no going back now after that. Because your chance was to pick up the phone and say, no, it didn't go that way, or this is how it went. You see what I'm saying? They didn't choose that option. They said it's Ramadan, and so I'm not dealing with this. Bitch, it's Ramadan for me too, ho. So don't make your Ramadan no better than mine and you not want to answer the question. That tells me that you were trying to avoid something that you know you had did wrong. And all you had to do was just address it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not what I said, Ty, or that's what I... Well, either way, that's where you bought your friendship, bitch, in the trash. Fuck you. I hate when someone tries to play in my face or my intelligence. Yes. And like I said, to me, it wasn't even that serious other than the fact that why would you say whatever you said about my daughter? Like, literally, tell me what you said about my daughter. And it was the simplest, dumbest thing because what the person supposedly said was that my daughter don't ever have her kid, which was a lie, which was easily something to, address to the family and to whoever said it. It would have been so easy. But because the person tried to play it like that, then okay, fine. And mind you, they was already on thin ice to begin with. That's the other thing. So this person had already been cut off multiple times. So that was just the last straw. So, okay, play it how you want to play it. But either way, so other than that, the rest of them, definitely ain't no coming back. So fuck them. But, well, her either. Shit, ain't no coming back either. But the fact of the matter is that was the dumbest version. Like, it could have not went that way. Everybody else had done something heavily, majorly. That person didn't do too much other than, that. Oh, that's why she was scared to clarify. Yes. And so, like I said, it wasn't, that person could have had we could still be friends, mind you, everything. Even beyond what was happening, previously. I had gave this person a chance. Spiritually, though, it was already saying she had to be cut off too, but literally she sealed her fate when she did that. Because, bitch, like I said, you was already on thin ice for so many other things. But the fact that you talked about my child and then you didn't want to clarify what it was that you said about my child, bitch, that's always going to be my daughter first, ho. So don't come out your face. And then the fact that she let other people tell me and then she didn't care that the other people told me. When you don't care to me what somebody else says and you let whatever they said stick to me, then bitch, you definitely don't care about me. So yeah, now everything else is, now you cut it the fuck off. So get somebody else to do it, and I don't care what you try to do or how you do it or how much you change. I'm not fucking with you because that was your moment right there. You didn't take it. You chose to, act as if your day, your time, and everything else was better. No, all you had to do was pick up that phone. And like I said, at the time, the people, I didn't even know the people that was talking. She did. And so after that, it was no holds barred to me. Then fuck this bitch. And now it's just, whatever. Today is about staying and watch over your own energy. That's it. That's all. Not allowing nobody to come in and, try to hijack your energy because I told you the other person the other day said, am I making you mad? No, bitch, you're going to get deleted. I don't even have to allow you into my energy to make me anything because that's how they try to stick their little, put their little claws into you. It has to be some type of emotion tied to it is what they think. But meanwhile, I'll cuss your ass out and go on and have a blessed day because it ain't going to matter to me. But I don't know why people think that. Her, not you, period. Just because something returns doesn't mean it deserves reentry. No, it does not. You're not authorized. Your energy is not authorized. You're not allowed nothing. So be mindful. They're not authorized. If it's not what you want, it's not authorized. State it and move on. Shit. Because some people, and no is a complete sentence. You don't have to explain why. I'm just not fucking with you. And so at the time when I was calling to talk to her, I would have explained it to her. But as of now, I don't got to explain it to nobody. I can tell y'all, because I'm talking to y'all. But at the end of the day, fuck her. And the rest of them too. So old patterns try to reappear. Energy vampires sense your light because, of course, they can see you elevating and ascending. And so you could potentially be being shown to these people on top of that. So there's another thing. Y'all ever know that when you're elevating or ascending, say you're not even on social media, right? like Chico, if you're not on social media, you may not be posting on social media. The person, because you're elevating, because you're growing, the person could potentially be out, and what they would do is they would see somebody that knows you, right? And then somebody be like, oh, you spoke to Chico. It's as simple as that. And then all of a sudden, now this person trying to get into your energy, but then they start explaining, oh, no, I ain't seen him, this, and the third, instead of saying, me and Chico don't talk. They give a person a whole explanation. Oh, no, he's doing good. He lives over in such and such. Bitch, I don't even talk to you. Like, and then the person that seen them will see you. Like, literally, the universe has a way of showing you who's talking about you and how, right? Then you see the person that they saw, and they'll be like, oh, I was just talking about you with such and such. And you'd be like, I don't talk to them. And they'd be like, well, they told me that you was living up. Like, they never once said, me and Chico don't talk. I didn't, whatever, I did Chico wrong. None of that. They'll just go into a whole explanation as if, like, why would they say that? I don't even talk to these people. Like, it happens so often, it don't make no sense. Like, the minute I go back home, somebody will say, oh, I seen such and such, and I asked about you. I don't even fuck with them. So why would they tell you anything? My kid's father, like, he do it to people all the time. Like, this nigga be like, oh, I seen such and such. And mind you, instantly a person's name came to my mind, right? Because I don't fuck with him or her, right? I just happened to be calling him that day because I needed something pertaining to the kids. So anyway, the girl's name popped in my brain. I said it. He said, how do you be knowing? Because I already kind of knew, right? And I said, I don't fuck with her. And he said, she just asked me about you. Said something about her husband did a number on her. And he said it wasn't him. It was the other one, the last one that I just did. First of all, ain't none of y'all done a number on me, and fuck all of y'all. Secondly, I don't fuck with her because I literally, something she said or she did on social media, and I don't condone shit like that. And if I see you doing some shit wrong, like you being a bully to some people, I'm not fucking with you, because guess what? Birds of a feather. I truly believe that. I'm not allowing your energy in, and you just did some real cop shit. I don't fuck with people that do cop shit because I don't like that. Furthermore, him, like I said, either one of them. So for both of these people to have a conversation, neither one of these bitches said she don't like me and I don't deal with her, or I don't, you know what I'm saying? Nobody said that. Everybody just had a conversation as if I talk to either party. I don't talk to neither one of y'all. Bitch, and I don't talk to you unless I'm calling you about something that pertains to the kids, and they grown, so you can call them your damn self. But on this one, I had to call because it's basically something about ancestry, and I'm trying to make sure that they get a good, pattern. But ain't neither one of y'all at the time take the decision to say she don't fuck with neither one of us, and then have the discussion as to how fucked up of an individual both of y'all are. Nobody thought that. Either way, here we are. Strengthen your intuition, not oversharing your plans, protecting your spiritual practices, trusting your gut immediately, because your gut is your intuition. Trust it right away. The real power today is discernment. Be mindful. Don't let nobody speak their way back into saying, oh, well, I just talked to this person and this person. Now you think about a person. Fuck them. Wherever they was when you left them and you wasn't thinking about them, leave it at that, okay? I promise you it's going to be important for whatever it is that's happening right now. Because some bullshit, okay? Don't let it happen. So, I guard the entrance to my spirit with wisdom and authority. Please and thank you. My intuition stands watch over my life like a sacred sentinel. Amen. I told you with them people, sentinel, kill them. God get them. I recognize recycled energies and refuse them re-entry. Remember, I told you, same energy. You ever dated somebody and you be thinking this person different from another person, then they come along with the same energy as the last people? Like, how? I recognize recycled energies and refuse them re-entry. You're not authorized. No thank you, no way, no how. I am not with it, no way, Jose. I rebuke it. Send it back to the pits of hell in which it came from. Thank you. My peace is protected by the boundaries I honor. Amen. My peace is protected by the boundaries I honor. Yes. My discernment is sharper than deception, because they gonna try to lie and trick because they don't know how to do the right thing. My energy field automatically rejects what is not aligned. Amen. I close spiritual doors that were never meant to reopen. My spirit recognizes truth beyond appearances. Stop saying, oh, he cute, oh, she pretty, this, that, and a third. It's a demon and a devil. A old energy trying to come back in and do the same fuck shit that the last ones did. Look past that, beyond that, into a spirit, into a person's soul and spirit. Is it a good energy? Or is it just cute? A dirty, nasty soul, dressed well. My growth has changed the frequency of what can reach me. Period. That's even a better concept, because you can't even come around here because your energy just can't reach the heights. I can automatically smell it. My growth has changed the frequency of what can reach me. I stand sovereign within the temple of my own energy. No energy trespassing, no vampiric, pyric energy, no energy hosting, hostage, nothing. Not allowed. No hijacking, no trying to intercept, no trying to reconvene, bitch, nothing. My higher self filters every influence before it reaches my heart. I move through the world protected, aware, and divinely guided. So you may notice today, and these are important. Random people from the past resurfacing. Do with that information what you will. I rebuke it. Strange dreams or intuitive nudges. Abby, you was right on point. Situations repeating that you thought were over. Because why the hell is we doing this again? See it, note it, spot it. Get up out of there. People testing your boundaries. Like TikTok was showing to earlier. And probably still is. Sudden clarity about who or what drains your energy. This is not regression. This is confirmation that you have leveled up. The test appears right before the breakthrough. And so one of the things that I use, and this is for example that everybody can see. I'm telling you, dream and rebuke it, period. So, and I don't like using people's names and things of this nature, but this was instantly the thing that came to my mind when I seen this, because I can clearly see that attention seeking is a hell of a drug. So, Blueface and Krishan Rock, she is basically ignoring him, you know, from all intents purposes, everything that I have seen. He is doing everything he can to provoke and get a response or an action out of her. Those types of energies. Pay attention to that. Why? Because when you are ignoring something that you know ain't good for you in life, it will try to do everything it can. It will try to belittle you. It will try to curse you. It will try to cuss you. It will try to use your friends. It will try to use your family. It will just keep trying. And regardless of what he's saying, and mind you, I like both of them, but I'm just telling you, when this came to mind, when literally that started coming to mind, it was them. Ended up coming up. And you can see, like, he's mad. She's not responding. He called her phone multiple times. I done seen, like, several instances of, you know, the rejection. He's feeling rejected. They like being the ones to reject. Whatever those energies are, he likes being the one to reject. And so now, because she, you know, not responding, and he's streaming and this, that, and the third, he's doing everything to poke. And whoever that is for you, you know, take it how it resonates. That's the test. That's the test for her. And so this is how it comes. And people may, you know, sometimes you fall for it. Like, oh, why are you with my friends? Because that also should tell her that her friends ain't her friends. Because you wouldn't be allowed to have access to my friends if you were really my friend. I don't care what type of falling out we have. If my friends now align with somebody else, a nigga that I am not talking to because I'm trying to do better, I'm trying to be better in life, If my friends now align themselves, you were never my friend. And so prayerfully she sees it as, and again, I ain't trying to be in nobody's business other than the fact that it's on the internet. And so, like I said, it made me think of that. Because I done seen a video where she was ignoring him. He was sitting with some girl, she ignored him. Or vice versa. She said, or vice versa, period. So same scenario. But you can clearly see that that girl's trying to do better. She's boxing. And mind you, then he went back to boxing. He wasn't boxing before she went boxing. He now went back to boxing when she started boxing. So mind you, you got to be careful of energies like that, because it's also literally trying to feed. So, it's like a destiny swap or this, that, or the third. You can tell so much light comes from that girl. And I ain't saying nothing against him either. I'm not saying that against him. I'm just telling you that that's a prime example that's in the light that anybody can see, that is an example of what that is. Don't let it happen, because as you grow, as you elevate, the test is allowing these energies back in, and then it sucks you back in because I love this person, or because you love them, or however the person gets back into, and then it takes you down further. Like, that girl is fighting for her life right now, and anybody can clearly see it. And for a person that loves a person wholeheartedly, like, you could tell that girl really loved that boy, and then for him to do her the way that he did her, and then still thinking that you can have access, like, that's fucked up for a person. And like she said, vice versa, it's fucked up for an energy, for you to give that much energy to a person, and they fucking throw it in your face, and then they think they can play with it because he thinks he can play with that girl. And that's crazy that he's leaving like that. And so, just my observation, anybody don't like it, talk to God about it, I don't care. But it's in the public eye, not getting in nobody's energy. It's there. And so that is the prime example. And then last night I seen a video of him hanging out with her friends, and that's fucked up, because that's also, like, he don't want to see her do good, because if he did, he would leave her alone. Let her be great. If the pathways go that way, then it go that way, but he's intentionally trying to fuck with her. And you can see it. So she said, sure did. I don't think about them both in the ring right now. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can tell that's a spiritual thing right there. She's trying to do better. He's still on some fuck shit. All these bitches, this, that, and the third. That's the way the enemy tries to come in on you. So her test, that's her test right now. If she goes back, if she allows him in, if that's her test. And so, hopefully, at some point in time, everybody has to come to some type of, whatever. Again, not my business. It's just that once it gets put on the internet, same as me, once it gets put on the internet, anybody can speak on it. That's them people. That's that spirit right there. So, that's the message. Hopefully, it helps. Thank you guys for being here. I love y'all. Go with God. And y'all get ready to be right back anyway. So, just know that even if it's whatever it is, y'all ass is gonna be here. So like the stream, like the stream, please, and share it. Say hey, cause I'll be, here and moving around, but I'm trying to put y'all in a good space where y'all can see what I'm doing. So yeah, either way, love y'all. Go with God.